Man, I'm in a bad monkey with these videos. But guess what? I'm back in the Philippines next week. Don't you love things? I just recorded the whole gosh darn video with the microphone turned off. Yeah, but I haven't been making many videos this week, and the whole reason behind it is because of time management, and that's one of the things that you will learn in a long distance relationship, especially, is that time management is actually super important because, and bear with me, I'm not going crazy or anything like that, but in a long distance relationship, family is largely going to be removed from you. Other than a few video calls a day and a few phone calls a day, they're going to be removed from you. You're not going to have a lot of family time, shall we say. You're going to have a lot of me time. Yeah? So, what do you do with all that me time? You can use that me time constructively. You can do things like I'm doing. You can start a business, which hopefully is going to be an amazing business. You can study for certifications. You can grow your mind. You can go to the gym, grow your body. You can do all these great things. Or you can completely waste your time, like a lot of people do, and sit in front of a video game, sit in front of Netflix, sit in front of Facebook scrolling videos, sit in front of YouTube scrolling videos, whatever, TikTok, and just completely waste your time. And your time is the most precious thing you have. Talk to anybody who's been sent to prison. They know that. What does the judge do? He takes away your time. He takes away time from your life. Time is the most valuable thing you have. If they can't take money away from you, they're going to take time away from your life, okay? That is the way the world works because everybody knows that time is the most important thing in the world. So why waste it, watching series on Netflix or playing your Xbox or your PlayStation or whatever? Why waste your time doing that kind of stuff? Because you're kind of giving yourself a prison sentence when you do that garbage. You really are. Honestly, you're wasting years and years of your time and thousands of dollars on games and subscriptions and stuff. Doing what? Nothing. Long distance relationships are actually giving you a gift in disguise. You don't think it's a gift, trust me. You don't think it's a gift. You think it's a pain in the butt, and it is a pain in the butt being thousands and thousands of miles from family and having to fly everywhere and phone calls, and when anything goes wrong you're never there, and when important things happen you're never there, and you have to schedule things around important things. It's just a complete nightmare in a long distance relationship. But it's paying you. It's paying you with time because you have less family time, so you have more me time. And with that me time, do something constructive. And what I do is I schedule my entire day in like 1 hour blocks. I know some people schedule it down to 15-minute blocks. I'm not that crazy. I schedule my time down to 1 hour blocks, and I make sure that everything basically is accounted for from pretty much the minute they get up to the minute I hit the sack and go to bed. Because that is how I become 100% efficient, and that is how I improve my life. Use this difficult period, and it is a difficult period. Being in a long distance relationship is a sucky period in your life, but use this difficult period as a period of self improvement. Last night I was listening to this Audible book, and this Audible book by Grant Cardone. He really cracked me up with this one. He was like saying, if you want a devil to show up in your life, just leave a spot open on your calendar, and he'll be there. And you know what? It's actually spot on by that statement. It really is spot on with that statement because you know what? If you leave a block open in your calendar, what's going to happen? You're going to sit down, you're going to watch some stupid show on Netflix, you're going to just, chill out, you're going to go to the bathroom if you're a guy and do something you probably shouldn't be doing with your parts of your body. All those things are going to happen because you got a spot open on your calendar. But if you close the calendar up and you have no spots in your calendar, then guess what? You can't get yourself into trouble because your schedule simply will not allow it. What I'm saying in this video is if you're in a long distance relationship, yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. I know. I'm there as well. I'm with your brother. I'm with your sister. I know it sucks. But you know what? Use your time wisely. You have a great asset which nobody else has. You have a lack of family time, and that can be used as an asset. You can sit there and cry and mope and say, "Oh, I'm missing, not missing my family." We all have days like that. I have days like that as well. I had a day like that yesterday. But you can do something constructive. You can turn it around, and you can make yourself so busy that you don't have time to complain and mope, and do something amazing with your life. Because not many people who are married and have kids and have a life going on have the opportunity you have. You have free time. If you're in a long distance relationship, you have a lot of free time in your hands. Use it. Use it wisely because it's the only thing you can trade for money. And I know that you'll get to a point, and I'm kind of getting to that point as well, where you'll say, you know what, it's not worth spending time away from family anymore. I'm missing so many happy moments. When all good things happen, I'm never there. When all the happiness occurs, I'm never there. I'm always like 7,000 miles away, and it sucks. And there will be a point, and I firmly believe it's like two intersecting lines, really. How valuable your job and your time is, and how valuable family are. And after a couple of years, the lines cross, and family time then becomes a lot more important than me time and working on businesses and working at your job and all this stuff. And I'm starting to cross that point at this point, and I know that in next few years I'll be done here. I'll be done here next year, and I'll be in the Philippines where I should be with my family. That's where I should be. Because at some point, when you're in a long distance relationship, it has to become a short distance relationship, and that's just the way it is. And it's not just a long distance relationship in many cases between you and your spouse. No, it's a long distance relationship between you, your family, your kids, and everybody. You might have like an 8 or 10 way long distance relationship with the whole entire family in another country. Sucks. You know how much you miss your spouse. Times that by 10. If you include all your family and your relatives and everybody else. Especially if you're all alone. And, like in my case, I'm all alone here. And sometimes I say, hey, you know what? I'm on another planet. I might as well be. Not to say there's no intelligent life around here, but you know what? There's nobody I associate around here, which kind of sucks. But there you go. So a little bit of time management. Use your time. Use your time wisely if you're in a long distance relationship, and remember that the long distance relationship at the end of the day is going to end. And it's going to end because family is going to become more important than than money, because you can't buy your kids' first steps. You can't buy your daughter going out on a first date. You can't buy your son, going on his first fishing trip. You can't buy those things. They're priceless. When they're gone, when that moment of time is gone and you didn't spend it because you're working away from home, that $1,000, 2,000 pesos, whatever you made in that hour, really isn't worth it anymore. I'm coming home next year.